This is the Weather Xtreme video, the Monday morning edition for August 25th. I'm James Spann. Still the risk of a storm in spots today, but we trend drier toward midweek with cooler nights. And the tropics pretty active. Let's go in there and take a look. This is the big picture, the water vapor satellite view, the upper high. It's been producing the hot weather across the deep south over the past 5 days. It's beginning to weaken. Understand you're not going to need jackets or sweaters, but not as hot this week. And nights will be noticeably cooler, I think. And the air north and east of us is much drier. See that high over the northeast? That'll be nosing in here tonight. And I think the midweek period will be dry. The precipitable water values are very low across the Carolinas. It's very dry air, and that'll be moving in from the east. But again, notice today we had that 2.1-inch bullseye just below Tuscaloosa. So still the risk of scattered storms today, especially on the western side of the state. But then we'll be dry for a few days. Convective outlook today, no severe weather risks defined. And again, you can see how the guys at SPC don't expect any storms over parts of East Alabama. All the heat advisories for our state have been dropped. You still got them north and west of here, up through parts of Missouri and Illinois and some of the adjacent states. This is the overall rain for the next 5 days, valid through Saturday morning. Not very much, from just a trace over the Tennessee Valley down to about an inch on the Gulf Coast. And if you've got a beach trip for Labor Day, weather down there will be fine. Could there be a few scattered storms? Yes, but then again, that's true every day in the summer. And we'll take a look at the modeling on that in just a minute. Tropical weather, first off in the Atlantic Basin, where all eyes are on Cristobal, tropical storm down in the southeast Bahamas. Also got that new little wave that shows up over the deeper tropics. Let's look at Cristobal this morning. Top winds at 50 miles per hour. And no change in the thinking. That should become a hurricane late tomorrow night. It shoots the gap there between Bermuda and the U.S. coast and stays far from land. So no problems there. In terms of Invest 97, there's a look at modeling on that. Most of the models that identify this take it north of the Leeward Islands in 5 days. And traditionally, when they get up in there, they tend to recurve. Not always, but most of the time. And just slow strengthening. Some of the models bring it to tropical storm strength. So again, that's a long way out there. More than likely a recurver, but just something to watch. Here's a big old bad system in the Pacific. This is Hurricane Marie with top winds of 145 miles an hour. Major hurricane. Of course, those things, weaken and dissipate as they move over the colder water. But despite that, the swells and the rough surf will probably affect Southern California later this week because that thing is so large and so intense right now. All right, model fans, the GFS, the Global Forecast System. This is valid today at 1 o'clock local time at 500 millibars. This is the OZ run, 591 heat ring centered a little north of here. And this is the high-res HRRR at 5 o'clock today. Really not a lot out there. There'll be a few showers and storms, but they'll be probably fairly widely spaced and mainly over the western two-thirds of the state. And then tomorrow we get in that dry air. The high should be around 90. Start the day in the 60s, by the way. Should be a mostly sunny day. Same thing on Wednesday morning. I would suggest Wednesday morning will be the coolest morning with mid-60s. Some of the cooler pockets up there in northeast Alabama just might see upper 50s. It'll feel pretty good. The high Wednesday should be around 90. And again, the humidity not too bad. And this is Thursday. Same thing. Will be rain-free. Friday, moisture begins to return. And I think the right course of action is to mention the chance of a shower Friday afternoon. And then this is Saturday as the weekend begins, and hey, some shortwave energy coming in from the west. That's a different look. And down below that, the moisture is deeper, and the number of showers and storms should be on the increase. Does that mean it's going to rain all weekend? No. Same thing for the Gulf Coast. There'll be some scattered storms about, but you'll see some sun as well. And the same thing on Sunday, kind of a soupy air mass. But again, a total washout not expected for Labor Day. And this is Labor Day, Monday of next week, the 1st of September. And again, that certainly looks like sufficient moisture for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms about. We'll check the end of the forecast. This is the 9th of September. Heights about where they should be. And again, that looks fairly typical for the middle of September. Still waiting on that first good cold front of the fall. That typically comes deep into September. Here's a look at temperatures off the ensembles. And those numbers about where they should be over the next 15 days. We notice highs drop into the middle 80s by September 8th or 9th. We'll have to wait and see if that happens, but typically that's when things do begin to cool down a bit here. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, and 6 and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.